Hello and welcome to another Blue Rabbit World Tour, and this is the Dancing Gardens. Yes, it's big. It's real big. This is actually, what I'm going to do is, before we start, what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk to it, and I'm going to walk a little bit around it, and then eventually I'll get bored and we'll start flying. Basically what this is, this big bad mudder, is a reimagining of an earlier Dancing Gardens. I'm calling this the Dancing Gardens Evolved, I think, or Reimagined, or something. I don't know. You'll know before I know, something like that, because it will be in the description. It'll be the title. Will be Dancing Gardens something, probably Evolved. I like the idea of that title. It is the reimagined version of my old Dancing Gardens that I built quite a few years ago. I'm going to put a picture of that around about now, so you can see what I mean. At the time, it was the best thing I'd ever made. Now it's kind of it's old hat, you know what I mean? It's not as awesome. So, but I love the concept. So I rebuilt it, and I think you'll agree. This is very different, but there's some reoccurring themes. And basically, what it is, it's giant towers, some vines, lovely vines. It's some giant towers with gardens. I mean, that's about as well as I can describe it. And it is huge. There's a lot going on. I actually kind of designed it kind of... How can I put this? Inspired by the way a Dark Souls map, specifically the first Dark Souls map, is planned out. In the way that it kind of wraps around itself. And it's got lots of different kind of routes going around all over the place. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. So there's no doors, no trapdoors, there's no moving parts. There's very little lighting. And if it is lighting, it's stuff like this. We're going into the first tower. This is the main entrance tower here, which is tall, as you can see. A lot of the interiors, which there are a few of, are relatively simple. Now, this is the most complicated one. Most of the work really is on the exteriors. So what we're going to do is first I'm going to nip up the stairs. I think it's really high. No, we'll start down here, shall we? I'll show you the beginning of the maze. So we have the overgrown maze, which is here, which is pretty stunning. Lots of spamming involved in creating this maze. I would say that I'll do it. I'll run it, but then this will be a very, very long video because there's a lot of maze. I mean, what you're seeing here isn't all of the maze. There's more maze beyond these walls here. As you can see, there is an entrance there. I told you eventually I would fly as well, and now is the time. Because if I walk down, I walk down to give you the idea of just how difficult the maze is. And how uncomfortable it is being in it. It's very claustrophobic. There is loads of ways that you can climb out and just jump on top of the maze. It's not really supposed to be a challenge. The whole thing is aesthetic, you know what I mean? It's just to look cool. And it does. But if you were going to do it as a challenge, it is a scary one. There's lots of long grass, and mess, and bushes, and trees, and it gets pretty intimidating. I've tried to run this maze, and I'm uncomfortable right now. It gives me a little tiny panic attack. It's a little bit extreme, but it looks nice. Now, if I go over here and I I go like this, you can see that it's not all straightforward. There's quite a lot of lumpy bits and stuff to make it look nice and overgrown. And it's good. There are 5 ways out of here. So there's a way we came in. This is the back of the entrance tower, by the way. I realise now, actually, I didn't really give you a proper look at the front when we came forward. I'm going to have another quick look at that. It's very nice. It's very nice. A little garden up here. This is going to be a difficult world tour, is this, because there's so much of it, and there's a lot going on. But yeah, 5 entrances. One here, one here, one here. We got some nice little towers, and this one, and this one. Basically, what they do is they go up. They go like I said before. The interiors aren't exactly. They're not super detailed. They're relatively simple. That's kind of what I wanted. I wanted them to be quite simple because I wanted the tension to mostly be on the outside of the build. We've got the same kind of thing going on here, but not necessarily the exact same thing. And it's a much shorter tower, and they go up to the tops of this kind of walkway here, the center walkway, which has got its own lovely trees and stuff on it. So yeah, that's that one. That one, but I did say 5, and that's only 3. There's another one. These ones are a little bit more hidden. If you go down here under this tree, there's one here that comes out, and you will see 2 more maze. Even more horrible, horrible, confusing, horrible maze. And if we go back, there is another route. Hello, let me through. Thank you. Come on. There we go. There's yet another route over here, which is even better hidden somewhere. Hello, where are you? There we are, under this tree. And as you can see, there's no lighting in here. Like, I'm not worried too much about lighting, so I think it looks better without it. And then this again comes out into the maze, which is very, very overgrown in this area, but you can get through, I promise. Yeah, and it comes back out, and we got even more maze on this side. Are you keeping up? Because I'm not sure I am. We got some bridges. It's very nice, very tall bridges. I'm going to fly out of this eventually and get you a wider shot, don't you worry. We have a dark area here. It's basically more maze. It's more maze, more overgrown, super dark, super spooky. If you get lost in there, you could be gone forever with that darkness. We have right, so that's the maze. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically go back over here to the entrance area. I'm going to talk you through. So we got the maze, not the maze. We got the entrance stairway as we walked up in the beginning. It goes through this tunnel as you saw, and then of course there are 2 exits from, well, 3 exits from this building. Well, 4. Well, there are exits from this building. You got the maze exit, as I showed you earlier, which is a lovely, like, coming out into this and looking up. It's one of the best views, I think, from standing anyway, not from flying. From flying, there's a lot more, but it's kind of cool. Then you have the very long spiral staircase goes up. It stops at this balcony. We have 2 arches, one here and one here. This one goes up a staircase all the way up to the top. That is the start of these circular towers that make up the wall of the maze. They go all the way around, and they gradually go all the way down to this side, which brings us back to the same arch, basically. The other arch, even. And that brings us to here. And we've got this little pretty little garden area here, which is one of the only areas where there are rose bushes. At least to that extent. We've got quite a lot of rose bushes. It's nice. I like it. Now, I'm saying a lot. The reason is there's just so much. I get confused. Right, so the staircase carries on up and up and up and up and up and up to what surprisingly isn't the tallest tower. And we get this nice little rooftop, which is one of the first areas that I actually put plants and stuff on. It's pretty barmy. But maybe not as much as some of those. We've got a little pagoda kind of bandstand thing going on here. And as you can see, like I said, it is not the tallest tower. Not even almost the tallest tower. It's the second tallest tower. Is it? No, it's not even the second tallest tower, because that one's taller over there. That is the tallest tower. It's huge. It's got an arch. There's another arch there. Yes, and that is basically what happens to the different ways you can get out the entranceway. So, like I said, there's other ways you can get onto this top bit. One is, let me have a look, here. So that staircase came out here, as you can see. And I've done quite a little bit of messing around with the supports in here. It looks pretty good. And the other one, of course, like I say, comes up here and comes out here. Very simple. And I did a lot of tree spamming. Now, I was asked by Haley when I first started this, am I going to do custom trees? It was a thought. I thought maybe I'll do custom trees. But the reason I didn't, the reason I just spam trees is because if I'd have done custom trees, that would have been me forever. I don't have, this isn't PC Minecraft. I don't have the ability to like make a few different types of trees in a different world and then transfer them over here and kind of do a resource pack method. I don't have the ability to do that. So literally spamming was really the only practical way of planting trees. I would have been here for the rest of my life if I'd have built every single one of these trees. separately. So yeah, unfortunately that's just the way it is when you're playing on console Minecraft. Anyway, that's pretty much the inner ring that we described there. We got the entrance building, we got these guys going around here, and of course the maze. Now there is another ring, which is the outer ring, I'm sure you've noticed, which is this one here. It goes up to our main tower, and then goes up to these like, there's little pagoda buildings here, which I'm going to be showing you in closer detail in a minute. I'm very proud of these, especially the middle one. I'm very, very proud of that. Well, basically, say you came up to here. We have a bridge going across. Very nice bridge. I'm very pleased with that. It's simple, but it works. It's nice. I like it. And there's another bridge over here on this side. It's a little bit more complicated than the last one. Bet you can guess which one I made first. I can't. I have no idea anymore. This build, by the way, only took 13 days. Or 12 days. I can't remember. One of those two. 12 or 13 days. Which, you know, a block by block. You know, a console version. There's no world edit. I have to place every single block by hand. It took some time. It was a beast. But I pretty much never stopped. I barely slept, basically. But I got it done. I'm very proud of it. And it's well worth it. Now, we're going to go down to the bottom here. And then we're going to travel up to our pagodas through the main tower. And then I think we'll be pretty much done. Oh, before I do, actually, there is one more tower here that has another entrance from the maze down here. Another spiral staircase. But it's a little tighter, this spiral staircase. It's a little more basic, even more basic, really. And it's got itself some windows and stuff. That's quite nice. And that goes all the way up to the top and comes out somewhere here. There we go. There it is. There's the exit. Right. So this kind of sloping what pathway goes up from this lump of a tower. There's no way onto this from anywhere else. It's pretty straightforward. I got this though, which I quite like. This kind of sunken in bit here. Quite like that. I've got a couple more like that, but this is the most, probably the most detailed of that style. So the pathway goes up. Not detail and detail. Yeah, like if I was to kind of show you and explain every piece of detail, it would take forever. So obviously I can't do that. Got two more of these kind of holes that aren't holes here. The shadow kind of makes them look deeper than they are, which is, I think, quite a nice effect. It goes all the way up. We have two towers, one here, but there's no interior to that one. And the one I showed you earlier, this one, which obviously goes down into the maze, like I said. And then it comes up to a zigzaggy staircase, which gets you onto this tower. And you can come through. And this is the probably the most effort I put into any interior on this build. It's massive, massive tall. This tree might maybe look to people who don't know what they're talking about. Like it's custom. It's not a custom tree. It's literally just 4 oak trees planted together, and they've created this monster in the middle, which I quite like the way that's worked out. Can't take the credit for building it block by block though. Like I say, I've spammed my trees. Nice dome, 2 lovely windows on either side. It's lovely. I like it. It's got these little tiny alcoves here on each corner as well. And one here and one here. As you notice, like I said, none of my entrances have doors. It was a decision I made very early on. I didn't want any doors. I thought they wouldn't look right with this build. They look tacky. So yeah, it's all like stuff like these kind of long slits, like almost axe wounds in the sides of buildings. It's a bit weird, but I like it. I like it a lot. There is a little entranceway here, and this goes down quite a dark, deep spiral. We're not going to go down there because it'll take ages, but it comes all the way down to here, and it comes out here. It's super dark. Again, by design, I wanted it to be kind of dark and intimidating. And comes out here, which is under the arch of the main tower, as you can see. And that then you can go across here, and in here we have a little plant nursery. I don't know how these guys are growing without any sunlight, but you know, they're resilient. A little plant nursery, a couple of plant pots scattered around. Let's show you that's cute. That is actually that's a callback to there's a plant nursery again in the old Dancing Gardens, and I wanted to do something similar, but I didn't want it to be like in the old Dancing Gardens. It's kind of the main feature. In this, I didn't want it to be a main feature. I just wanted it to be kind of a little Easter egg for the old school fans. That being me mainly. And then that comes out. We got another zigzag staircase going down from this. I hope you guys are following, by the way. I'm not even quite sure what's going on anymore. A zigzag staircase going down like this, and that goes up to these lovely pagodas. I will show you the roofs of these things because they are bonkers. So we've got this walkway, comes out, like I say. It's got two arches, but they're not really arches. It's got two oval shapes kind of cut into the wall, basically, which I like, and they are very staggered, as you can see. But I like it. I like the way it looks. I'm very impressed with that. But, you know, you be the judge. We got the middle one. Comes up. Nice little walkway. These originally were going to be as wide as the one over there. And have all the greenery and stuff on it. But I actually like the way I've done it this way. I prefer it. It makes it a little less symmetrical, a little more interesting, I think. But let's get onto the roofs. So I started with that roof and this roof, which are the same. They're probably one of the few things that are identical in this. It's very nice. It's a lot of detail. I really liked it. And then using that idea, I created this monster of a roof, which is cray-cray. It's crazy. But I'm very pleased with it. It is a beauty. It is a beauty. It's not entirely... Like, the back doesn't mirror the front. The left mirrors the right. But the back doesn't mirror the front. It's a weird one. But I like it. It's very strange. Very spiny. It's cool. And that's pretty much... That's all it in detail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly well away. I'm going to give a good old pan round. I mean, it's huge. You know what I mean? It's... I don't know. I probably have missed quite a lot. I doubt that I've covered everything. Because it's so big. I really like the way it looks from a bird's eye view. Which is probably... I don't know. It's probably what I will use for the thumbnail, to be honest. But you'll know before me, like I say. If you're watching this, you'll already know the answer to that. I love the way it looks from bird's eye view. That's real pretty. It's real pretty. I like it like that. Yes, I do. It's nice. But yeah, I mean, what more can I say, really? It's so big. It's so beautiful. I can say now with every confidence that it is the best thing I have ever made on Minecraft. I'm very pleased with it. It might not be finished, though. I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say it. It might not be finished. I might be doing some more with it yet. Not so much with the build itself, but adding paths kind of away from the build. One idea is a well. Somewhere in the maze, you can go down the well, and then there'll be some kind of underground cave system. The other idea, which I might do both, by the way, is a long bridge. I don't know if you've ever played Shadow of the Colossus. There's you kind of get to the game through a very, very long bridge. And I think I might do that. If I do, it'll be coming from probably down on this corner or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I would break open one of these and have it come out of there. Maybe. Anyway, it's very speculative. It's very much a maybe kind of thing. I don't even know why I mentioned it, to be honest. But if I do it, I will. I'll let you know. And if there's if people are like, do more, then you know. If there's high demand, there's high demand. Look at that. That's a good angle. I like that. So yeah, that is. Look at that. Oh, that is the. Whoop, where are we going? That's the Dancing Gardens Evolved. That's what I'm gonna call it. Let's face it. The Dancing Gardens Evolved, which, like I say, it took 12, 13 days. I'd like to sleep now. It's beautiful. Very proud, very, very proud of it. I hope you like it too. I normally don't ask for likes and subscribers and all that kind of thing. I'm not going to ask for it now. What I am going to ask for is, please, if you're watching this, do share this video on all your social medias. Pass it around. show it to your friends, because I don't know, I'd like this to, I'd like as many people as possible to see this one, because I worked very hard on it. I'm very pleased with it. But yeah, I'm gonna stop begging now, and let's end the video, I suppose. So, thank you for joining me on this adventure, and I really do hope you join me for the next one, which sadly will probably not be anywhere near as epic as this. But what are you gonna do, eh? Bye.